guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jordan. If you're new here, today's video is going to be some E.L.F new makeup. So if you're interested in some affordable new makeup, let's get started. So we're going to be starting off with primer. I'm going to be testing out the Luminous Putty Primer. It's supposed to give you a universal glow. It has hyaluronic acid and vegan collagen in this. So you guys know that I love the original Putty Primer. I did do a wear test on that one, comparing it to the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I really like that one. So we're gonna see how this Luminous one compares. So let me see from the get-go. Yes, so the colors are a bit different. This one is like more of a pinky color, and then this one is like more beigey. So they are different. Starting off with then opening it up, and then that is what the Luminous primer looks like on the inside. Alright, so that's what the Luminous primer looks like. You can see that it has a slight glow to it, definitely. I don't know about blurring compared to the original Putty Primer. Actually, yeah, it does blur a bit. I just have to press that in a little bit more. I'm gonna put some on the other side. I'm gonna be going in with the NYX Born to Glow as my foundation. Alright, so with the foundation all over the face, and this foundation is a Luminous foundation to begin with, you can definitely see the additional glow that the primer adds to the foundation, which I'm not mad at. I think it looks really pretty. So the next thing I'm going to be trying out is the E.L.F Camo Hydrating Concealer. I'm so excited for this. This is in the shade Deep Chestnut. And I have the original Camo concealer as well. This one is supposed to be a satin finish instead of a matte finish. So this is again the shade Deep Chestnut. Okay, so the concealer blended pretty easily. It doesn't dry down as quickly as the original matte Camo concealer. But the only thing that I want to say is that I don't like that they have the same names for the colors. Like for instance, the Deep Chestnut. In the Camo, the Flawless, and then now the Hydrating Camo, they all have the same names, but they're not the same color, which is kind of annoying, especially if you want to, you know, purchase the new item and it has the same name. You would think that will give you an idea that it would be, you know, a similar color, but this one is much more yellow than the Camo concealer and the Flawless concealer. Just keep that in mind. So less is more. I didn't need as much that I put on, but I feel like it gave me nice coverage. It has a nice finish, and of course as I add my powder and my contour, everything will balance out a little bit more, but it definitely is a bit more yellow than those other two concealers. Okay guys, so this is what my complexion is looking like so far. I think it looks pretty good. Like, the luminosity is beautiful. I did not put any highlight on my complexion. You guys know I love highlight, but I didn't put any highlight on it. As you can see, I have that overall glow that I normally have. This is beautiful. I like it. So next we're gonna do eye. So I picked this up. This is the Putty Eye Primer, and they have different colors. This is in the shade Sand. Let me open it up. So it's like in a smaller container. This is giving me like MAC Paint Pot vibes. And then that's the color Sand. So I wanted to get something tinted, just so my eyeshadow would pop. Let me see. I'm gonna use a brush to apply it. Very similar texture to the primer, the face primer. I'm gonna apply that. So this Putty Primer claims, let me grab the box. The Putty Primer claims that it will make your eyeshadow crease and smudge proof and last up to 12 hours. So we'll see about that. I do like the color of that. Again, it's in the shade Sand. All right, guys, so I picked up all of the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes that E.L.F recently launched, and these are $3 each. $3 each. So I'll insert swatches of each of the eyeshadow palettes so you guys can see what those look like on my complexion. But today we're going to be playing around with a couple of different eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to do a look with each individual eyeshadow palette, sorry. But I will use majority of them so we can see how they blend. So let me zoom closer. So there are 8 different eyeshadow palettes, and they're pretty neutral with the pop, like, and a couple pops of colors. So let me show you the neutral ones. So we have Pumpkin Pie, that's pretty. Then we have Berry Bad. This one is Cream and Sugar. And then this one is Truffles. And then our little pops, we have, what is this? Acai, Rose Water, which is a little bit more mauve-y, Carnival Candy, and then this one, my favorite, Hot Jalapeno. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the Carnival Candy and go in with that shade right here because I want to use that as a transition shade. Let's see. Oh, it's a little dusty. Has some kickback. So guys, remember, these are $3. Okay, pigment. I'm gonna go in with Truffles because this one is the deeper one. This is so pretty. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to smoke it up. So still a bit of kickback. Back into the Carnival Candy palette and picking up that color. This is so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of dimension. So I'm going in with the Berry Bad palette and I'm gonna pick up that color right here. This is so pretty. And oh, yes, you can tell I got a lot of pigment. I'm gonna press that on. So I didn't go wet the brush. Now I'm hopping over to the Rose Water palette and picking up that shade right here. Going back into the Berry Bad palette, I'm gonna pop into that shade right here and just blend the edges of that shimmer and the brown. I'm gonna go back into that Carnival Candy palette, into that burgundy, and just bring a little bit more color into the crease. So I put some liner on, but I want to smoke out the liner with some of this black in the Truffles palette to see how it works. So I'm going to use this brush here. And I zoomed a bit closer. So let's see. Okay, that black is pretty nice. Okay, so this is what my eyes are looking like. I have some lashes on. I'm using the Jolave lashes in the style Janice. I love them. They're so fluffy and pretty. So this is what my eyes are looking like. A little smoky wing, a little smoky mauvey eye. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna do my lips now. I think I'm gonna go over my blush just a bit. Because my blush is a little too peachy for this eye look. So I'm going in with the Colored Rain, my Day One palette. There we go. All right, so we're going on with BFF4 lip liner. Everybody has been talking about this NYX Cinnamon Roll lip gloss that was discontinued and it came back. Cinnamon Roll, it's like a mauve nude. Are they sure it was Cinnamon Roll? I don't know, but I'm gonna put that on. It smells so good. Yes. That's pretty. That's like a cool tone, like mauve 90s glossy lip. I am here for it. Oh, that's pretty. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's the finished look for now. I'm just gonna mist my face with my fresh Vitamin Nectar Glow Water. All right, so this is what we're looking like so far with the makeup. The luminosity of the skin is giving me life. I love this lip gloss. This eyeshadow, you guys. The eyeshadow's blended so good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I was quiet because I was like, wait, I'm confused. It was so easy. They're only $3, so if you wanted to pick up, well, I picked up all of them, you could do that. But if you just wanted to pick up, you know, a few that you could travel with, this is a good option for travel eyeshadows. Now let me show you the ones that I would recommend for dark skin, because let's be real, well, you know, actually they will all work for dark skin now that I think of it. Just depending on what you're looking for, but the ones that have the mattes, let's say that the ones that have the matte shades, that would be good for dark skin transition colors. Wow, so 6 out of 8. 6 out of 8. So we have truffles. Pumpkin pie has that brown and that light brown in there too. Hot jalapeno, this is so cute. Cream and sugar, that one will work too. Carnival candy, I use both of the burgundy and the brown in this one. And then Berry Bad has that dark burgundy shade as well. And now these would work too, especially with like a lighter base, but they're not going to give you depth. They're just going to give you a little bit more color. So just depending on what you're looking for. All 8 palettes are actually pretty dark skin friendly, which is great. I'm definitely going to do some more looks with these eyeshadow palettes because I want to play around with them and I want to show you guys exactly what they look like. So please don't mind if I come back with some videos of the E.L.F eyeshadow palettes, just showing you what they look like. They're $3, so why not show you what they're looking like. So yes, that's the eye look. I'm gonna wear this makeup for the remainder of my day so that you guys can see how the concealer and the primer wears. All right guys, it's the end of the night. We've had our makeup on for about 6.5 hours and this is what the makeup is looking like. I got a lot of blush on, but as you can see, my skin is pretty nice and luminous. It looks pretty good. It's only 6.5 hours, so I'm sure if I had it on for about 11-12 hours, we'll see a little bit more oil breaking through, but as of now, it looks pretty good. The Putty Primer definitely helped minimize pores, and then you have this nice luminosity, which I am loving. I don't have any highlight on, and I think it looks beautiful. As for the concealer, it looks good too. There is a bit of settling in my fine line, which has been happening of lately with a lot of concealers that I've been trying out, except for the Dose of Colors. That one is still working pretty well, but it looks good. It doesn't look as drying as the original Camo concealer, which is what I like about this one. It's much more natural on the skin, but still has that full coverage. And I want to talk about the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is beautiful. Like, wow, $3 for these palettes, you guys. $3. They did a really good job. I really enjoyed my makeup today. I think it looks really good. It's getting late though, and I need to be at work really early tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it a night. That is going to be it for today's video. If you have not, I would love for you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Everything will be linked down in the description box if you're interested in trying any of this out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.